Hey sis, I'm pregnant!
Huh? Oh, I see. That's great. Congratulations.
I forgot to tell you, but I'm 8 months gone.
Wait, what? 8 months already?
Yep, I'll be having a home birth at mom and dad's place tomorrow. See you there.
Tomorrow?
You got a problem with that?
No, I mean, it's great that you're doing a home birth at your mom and dad's place, but I just wish you'd have told me this a little earlier so I could have had a chance to adjust my plans.
Excuse me? Since when did I have to get permission from my sister-in-law for everything I do? Are you my boss now? Anyway, you've been married to my brother, what, like 10 years now? How is it that you still haven't had any kids? I don't know whose fault it is, but there has to be something wrong with one of you. So, who is it? Are you a barren wasteland, or is he shooting blanks? In any case, I'm being kind enough to let the two of you look after heavily pregnant me tomorrow. Think of it as kind of like preparation for if you two ever manage to conceive. You better treat me well. I want to see the gratitude in every word, facial expression, and gesture.
Why me?
Because you're my brother's woman, obviously.
Right, I see. So you'll be arriving tomorrow afternoon?
That's right.
Got it.
Anya, sis, are you there? Hey, respond now. My room's like covered in dust. Did you really think this is acceptable? This is the room my little boy's gonna be born in, and you have the nerve to leave it in that state? Will you please get it cleaned up ASAP?
Sylvie, I'm at work right now.
What? You call that work? Don't make me laugh. You're just holed up in your room like always. Mom and Dad were complaining about how you're always up there typing away on your computer like some video game addicted cave-dwelling beast.
I've told you this countless times since coming home, but I work from home. I can do my job entirely from my bedroom. Just because I'm at home during the day doesn't mean I'm lazing around or have nothing to do. If anything, I'm busier now that I was back in my office days. I'm not opposed to helping look after you while you're pregnant, but there's a physical limit to how much I'm able to do.
Excuse me?
I understand you're heavily pregnant, and I understand you can't move around as well as you used to. But that said, you can still do some things for yourself, and you don't need me waiting on you hand and foot 24/7. Not only that, but your mom's always around if you need her. Please stop trying to force everything on me.
Wow, how dare you! Are you seriously trying to force your duties onto my elderly mother? How despicable! That's just bullying, plain and simple. You're bullying your mother-in-law. Who knew my sister-in-law had such a rotten personality? It's such a shame. I used to think you were nice back then when we first met, but it seems like you got too comfortable with my brother, and now you think you can say and do whatever you like. It's scary. Are you gonna bully me too? I'm gonna feel like super uncomfortable around you now.
Oh, give me a break, Sylvie. I'm hardly telling you and your mom to do everything, am I? All I'm asking is that you do the things you can do by yourself, and that she help with the things she's able to help with.
You're so horrible! How could you be this mean-spirited? You're like some kind of movie villain. You're twisted! Wah! Wah!
Actually, I'm the one who wants to cry.
Hey, Anya. Everything okay?
Hey, Charlie.
I heard from an old classmate who lives in the same neighborhood as my folks. Apparently, my little sister moved in with you guys when I got transferred away for work, and you've been having a real hard time of it lately. Is it true? Is everything okay, Anya? What's going on?
Well...
My sister and parents have always had a poor attitude towards you. I know that. But I did tell you to tell me if anything happened with him, didn't I? You could talk to me about anything.
I'm sorry. I didn't want it to affect your work badly in any way, so I kept it to myself.
Don't be silly, babe. You need to think about yourself sometimes too. Everyone at work's really understanding, so please don't worry about that. What actually happened?
Apparently, Sylvie fell pregnant and came back to your folks' place for her home birth.
Wait, what? My sister is pregnant? Since when? That's the first I've heard of it.
Oh wow, you mean she didn't tell you either? She says she's 8 months gone already.
8 months?
Right? I was surprised too. She only told me the day before I came back home. Then she basically ordered me to go to your folks' place, where I was apparently obliged to be your personal servant, carer, and waitress, and expected to cater to her every whim at a moment's notice. Naturally, your mom and dad always have her back 100%, so I'm basically stuck in a house where it's constantly 3 versus 1. To tell you the truth, I'm finding it a little difficult. On the other hand, she most certainly is very pregnant. And out of consideration for the baby, I don't want to do anything that might cause her stress. I feel kind of trapped.
Oh no, Anya. I think maybe it's best you come and stay with me. How does that sound?
Huh?
I know you stayed there to begin with because you had your own job to think about, and my transfer was only ever meant to last a year at the longest. But you started working from home after I moved away. Which means you don't necessarily need to be in that house for work, right?
You do have a point. I've been working from home for about 6 months now, and what with everything that's been going on in the world, upper management decided recently that this style of working would be made permanent.
Well then, surely we can make it work somehow if you come out here to live with me. Besides, if you come soon while I'm still away on transfer, it'll be easier for us to figure out where we want to live next after my transfer period comes to an end. And at that point, we could just up sticks and leave together.
You make some good points. I'm gonna talk to my boss about this. I am technically classed as a remote worker, but I do still have to go into the office 2 or 3 times a month. The company covers my travel cost, but if I was to come and live with you in Delaware, they'd be covering plane tickets, which I kind of feel like I should let them know about in advance. You'd also have to make your place work from home suitable before I arrived.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that stuff. You're right. It's best we have all of our bases covered. One thing I can guarantee you is that the internet here is about as fast as it gets. I can convert the spare bedroom into a study too. Just say the word.
In that case, I'm pretty sure they'll give me the go-ahead right away. I have a few loose ends to tie up and some things to pack though, so would you mind waiting a little longer?
Sure thing. I just want you to know that you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you, Charlie.
Sylvie, I made up my mind. I don't need you.
You don't need me?
You were so lively and cheerful when you came back to stay with us. It seemed like you had nothing to do, so I thought it only made sense to have you wait on my every move. But you haven't been looking after me at all. I actually feel worse off for having you around.
That's hardly my fault when I have work to do, is it? Do you want me to get fired? I always go out of my way to keep an eye on you and make sure you're comfortable and have everything you need when I'm not working.
Not good enough. I'm simply and not satisfied with your service. My mommy will be taking care of everything from here on out, so you needn't bother coming near me anymore. Get out of this house right now. You're a negative influence on me and my baby. If you stay here even a second longer, it'll probably come out disabled. My morning sickness gets 100 times stronger every time I see your repulsive face.
Huh? Weren't you saying the other day how pleased you are that you hardly get morning sickness at all?
Shut up! I don't want to hear another word from you. Get out, get out, get out! Let me make this clear. Your very existence itself irritates me. Get out of this house at once, you barren wasteland of a woman. You couldn't even give my big brother a baby, could you?
You should know I'm never coming back if you change your mind and regret this. You won't be my problem anymore.
I never want to see your gross, disgusting face again.
Thanks for saying that. I'm actually more relieved to hear that than you could know.
Huh?
I've decided to go and live with Charlie in Delaware. I'm really grateful for your blessing. I was kind of stressing over how you might react, but with still not having give birth and all.
Huh?
Anya? Are you on your way now?
Hey, Charlie. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to board the plane. I'll lose signal, but it's not a long flight, so I should be back with you in an hour or so. Then, 3 trains later, I'll be knocking on your door.
Anya, listen. I just received word that Sylvie's been rushed away in an ambulance.
Wait, what? Why?
Apparently, she started getting severe stomach pains after eating my mom's cooking.
Your mom's cooking? Oh no. She didn't, did she?
Yeah, I think she did. It's always been a rule in our household to check that the ingredients in Mom's section of the fridge aren't out of date or rotten before using them. No exceptions. It's been over 8 years since Sylvie flew the nest to go live on her own for college. And I'm guessing she totally forgot about Mom's unsanitary culinary habits.
Oh my, I think you might be right. I'd been cooking all of her meals since the moment she came back. Come to think of it, I don't think your mom cooked for her even once.
Not only that, but you've been cooking all of our family's meals for the last 2 years. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, without fail, every single day. Your food's not only delicious and safe to eat, but you made everything with a healthy balance of vitamins, nutrients, and minerals in mind. My family's probably never been this healthy. As a result, I think they might have let their guard down. They took your cooking for granted, and then when you were gone, well, this happened.
Obviously, I hope Sylvie's okay, but how's the baby? Have you heard anything?
Last I heard that she was experiencing labor pains and that she was most likely going to have the baby prematurely at the hospital.
Oh no, isn't that bad?
It's not great, but don't worry, you don't have to go. I took an emergency vacation from work and I'll be heading down on the first flight tomorrow morning.
Are you sure? I really don't mind.
I think it's for the best you don't. I can just see it now. My sister hurling nonsensical abuse at you from her hospital bed the moment you walk in about how this is all your fault. Things might change and we might need you to come on short notice, in which case I'll contact you. But for the time being, I'd really appreciate it if you could just hold tight.
Okay, I understand.
Hey, Anya. I'm sorry it took so long messaging you.
Hey, Charlie, it's fine. How's Sylvie and the baby? Are they both okay? I've been really worried about them.
The birth went by without a hitch. I have a healthy 8-pound baby nephew. Sylvie's fine too, but... How to put this? Another problem seems to have emerged.
Another problem? What happened?
Okay, so you know how Sylvie's husband is white?
Yes?
And you know how Sylvie's also white?
Yes, of course. What does this have to do with anything?
The thing is, the baby's black.
What?
Anya! Hello? Anya? Please, will you come back? Pretty please with a cherry on top. My brother knows how to cook for himself. He'll be fine on his own. You'll be able to come back, won't you? Won't you? You should be prioritizing me and my little boy. I'm in the mother of all pinches here, Anya. Please! Oh my god, how did things get this way?
Hello, Sylvie. I'm glad to hear you and your son are okay. I hate to have to tell you this, but even if I was to come back, I wouldn't be able to look after you like I was doing before.
Why not?
Things at work started going great when I moved out to Delaware to be with Charlie. He's really understanding of my remote work situation and goes to every effort to accommodate me. We also split the housework evenly. He's such a darling. I feel lucky to have him.
But I'm struggling here. How can you live with yourself being all happy and content like that when I'm out here struggling? Looking after a newborn baby is so hard, you wouldn't believe. My gosh, how do people even do this? Not only that, but Mom's cooking is so bad, I fear for my life every time I eat.
Your mom's cooking?
It seems like me getting rushed away in an ambulance wasn't enough to make her learn her lesson. Because she insists on making me her special dishes every day without so much as a glance at expiration dates or whether there's a mold on the ingredients. I had no choice but to start cooking for myself. Can you imagine if my little Tyrone ate something she concocted? Not only that, but I caught her force-feeding him honey from a bottle with "not suitable for infants" clearly written on the label. He's only supposed to be on breast milk, but she keeps trying to feed him additive-riddled grown-up food. And rotten additive-riddled grown-up food at that. That woman is dangerous. My dad lacks the spine to do anything but look the other way and pretend it isn't happening, so he's no help either.
Where's your husband in all this?
He divorced me. Ugh, don't ask the questions you already know the answer to.
I see. So we really did end up divorcing over that, huh? Well, what about little Tyrone's real dad? What happened with him?
I don't know. He disappeared.
What?
Forget all that. None of it matters now. The point is you need to come home. You need to come home now. My ex-husband wants nothing to do with me. My only choice now is to raise him at my parents' house while trying to avoid either of us being hospitalized again by my mom's lethal cooking. The only people who were ever capable of keeping this place in functioning order were you and my brother. Please, me and Tyrone need you. Stop your complaining and just help us already. Ugh!
Nope, sorry, but I really can't do that.
Why not? I'm begging you here. Have you ever seen me like this? Have you? I'm not doing it for fun, I promise you. Please, I'm desperate here.
I have a question for you, Sylvie. Did you notice how unhealthy living with you made me?
Huh?
Not only did your mom force me to do all the housework and cooking, but when you showed up out of nowhere, so pregnant you were ready to burst and demanded I be your live-in carer going on slave. To make matters worse, none of you seemed to understand the meaning of remote work and interrupted me upwards of 20 times a day, resulting in me barely ever getting anything done. My body was sending me desperate signals to get out. Then Charlie sent me a lifeboat and invited me to live with him, so here I am, finally recovering while being reminded what it's like to live a normal life. And you suddenly demand I throw all of that away to come back and live with you guys in the madhouse?
You can't blame us for that. I bet you just weren't looking after your health properly, or not scheduling properly or something. That's got nothing to do with us. Don't you dare try and blame your poor lifestyle choices on me and my family.
I see. Yeah, there's no way I'm coming back.
Why?
Good luck with everything. Goodbye.
Olivia, I need to talk to you. You got a minute?
What's wrong, Daniel? Why are you texting me? Aren't you in the next room?
Sorry. I know it's not something to talk about through text message, but I don't think I can do it face to face.
Okay. I don't understand, but what is it about?
I want to break up.
Huh?
I don't think we're right for each other.
What's wrong with you all of a sudden? We've known each other since high school.
We've known each other for a long time. But looking back, I realize I've just been going with the flow without really thinking.
Going with the flow?
We were in the same class, seated next to each other, so we became close friends. Then somehow we started dating, and before we knew it, we got married. But honestly, I regret it. I wish I had thought about it more carefully.
I see. Never thought that's how you felt. I have no words. I loved you with all my heart. I was so happy when you proposed to me. I was thinking you felt the same way.
I'm sorry to say this, but it was one-sided.
So, that means you never liked me?
I'm sorry.
Then why did you marry me?
You've always been responsible since we were in school, dedicated to your work, and you took good care of me. I thought you were perfect as a life partner, but I never considered you as someone I'd have romantic feelings for.
I see. So in other words, I was just a convenient option for you, huh?
I'm not saying that, but you know, we only live once, right? I just want to live true to my feelings.
What do you mean?
I can't see us staying married any longer.
I understand that you want to break up with me, but it's so out of nowhere that I'm kind of freaking out.
I know. I'm sorry, but this is how I really feel.
So, is that the only reason you want to leave me?
Huh?
You talk about compatibility and going along with the flow, but I have a feeling there's more to it.
Okay, let me make it clear then. I'm in love with somebody else.
Who?
Her name is Amber. She comes from a wealthy family. Her father owns a company.
So you've been cheating on me?
It's not cheating. I really like her.
That's cheating. You're married to me. And you're out here dating somebody else.
Right. Well, either way, I'm only in love with Amber. I want a divorce.
If we get divorced, I'll have to claim alimony, you know, right?
Yeah, I'll pay you whatever you want.
Really? You were addicted to gambling before we got married. I know you don't have enough savings.
Well, yes, but she's the daughter of the president. If I marry her, I can quickly recover the money lost through alimony.
Daniel, don't you have any intention of reconsidering the divorce?
Huh?
You haven't proposed to her yet, right? I think we still have a chance to start over. If there's anything wrong with me, I'll work hard to fix it.
There's no way we can do that. I'm not in love with you, and I can't find you attractive anymore. You'll never be able to fix your flaws.
What do you mean?
Because you grew up poor.
What?
No matter how hard you try, you can't fix being poor.
You think so?
I've been to your parents' house a few times, and honestly, I couldn't help but wonder how you could stand living in such a shabby place. You really put me off.
I know I was raised by my mother on her own, and we were poor when I was little, but my mom worked so hard to put me through college. Thanks to her, I landed a job at a well-known company. I even got promoted recently. My salary has been steadily rising. I'm definitely not struggling financially.
It's not about how things are now or anything like that.
Huh?
You look poor.
What?
That miserable expression on your face, it's like poverty is written all over it. Just looking at you makes me feel poor.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Compared to Amber, she came from a rich family. She's beautiful, and you can tell with her presence that she's rich. I'd rather marry someone like her than you who looks poor.
Okay.
If I marry her, I'll probably become the company president someday. You've known me for a long time, so you must know that I have a strong sense of ambition. I don't want to settle for a mediocre life.
Oh well, if that's how you feel, then I'm ending things with you.
Cool. I'm glad you're being understanding.
I hope you and your wealthy girlfriend well.
It's not a done deal yet. Well, now my future looks bright. Being with you would have been a recipe for disaster. But now that I'm single again, it's time to make my move and win her over.
From the looks of it, your future doesn't seem too bright either.
Why is that?
You're aiming to get ahead without lifting a finger yourself, relying on others to do the work.
And what's wrong with that? I'm not like you who grew up poor. You can just keep your fingers crossed and watch me succeed.
I wish you the best of luck.
Hey, Olivia. How are you? It's been 5 years. You know who this is, right? Your ex-husband, Daniel. You haven't changed your number, right? How have you been? I wanted to talk to you about something, so please hit me up when you see this. I'll be waiting. Olivia, why are you ignoring my messages? You haven't even been reading my messages. I'm not blocked, right? Are you really ignoring me? At least text back. I need to talk to you about something. Olivia, stop ignoring me. Olivia, hello? I'm running out of patience. Don't ignore me.
Oh my god, what do you want? I'm working, I can't answer.
Finally.
It's annoying getting all these notifications from you.
Whoa, what's with the attitude? Why are you still working this late?
It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
Wow, you're still a hard worker, I see. I thought you had me blocked already. I knew you're still waiting for me to reach out.
Huh? What are you talking about? I just forgot to block you.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I haven't heard from you in 5 years.
Yeah, I was creeped out when I saw your name on my phone. All these notifications are horrifying.
Creeped out? Stop acting tough. I know you're happy to hear from me.
Yeah, right. I've always thought you were annoying. After all these years, I see nothing has changed. If anything, it got worse. So what do you want? I'm busy with work. I have better things to do than talk to you.
Whoa, wait a minute. There's something I really need to talk to you about.
What?
I went out for drinks the other day with some of our friends from high school. They were talking about you.
And?
You're famous. I had no idea.
What are you talking about?
Apparently, one of them saw you in a business magazine. Looks like you're a CEO now with annual sales of $7 million. That's amazing. You surprised me.
Oh, about that. Yeah, I did participate in an interview for a magazine. So what about it? You reached out because of that?
Huh? Well, seeing how successful you have been, I just wanted to catch up.
I don't have anything to talk to you about.
Wait, stop acting like a stranger.
We are strangers.
Why are you being like that? We've known each other for a long time.
How dare you? You only married me because it was convenient for you, remember? And then you dumped me because I was ugly and poor.
Come on, don't be so angry. It's been 5 years. I just wanted to ask you how you became so successful.
I've been working hard ever since I joined the company. It's likely that the divorce motivated me to put in even more effort. It appears that my considerable achievements in my work were recognized, resulting in my selection as CEO last year.
I see. Being in your 30s and achieving all that is quite something. You've always been a hard worker since high school.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? Like I said, I'm busy.
Why don't we meet up sometime?
What?
I want to celebrate your promotion. Let me take you out for dinner. I know a great Italian restaurant.
No, thank you.
Huh?
I don't need you to celebrate.
What the hell? I'm out here trying to be nice and take you out.
I got better things to do than going out to dinner with you. I don't ever want to see your face again.
No need to hold back. After all, we used to be married.
We're complete strangers now. Also, you told me you don't want to see me anymore, remember?
Huh?
You said I'm poor and you can't see it through my looks, and I always look unhappy. You made fun of me.
Come on, it's been 5 years.
The one who's been made a fool of never forgets.
Olivia?
Don't even message me anymore. I got work to do. Bye.
Olivia, wait! Olivia, what the hell? I was going to tell you something better. Olivia, you got a minute?
Crap.
What?
I forgot to block you.
Damn. Don't be like that. It's Sunday. You're off work, right?
I have things to do besides work. I'm busy.
Don't say that, just give me a minute.
Hell no. You're a waste of my time.
Wait, I really want to talk to you about something.
What?
I think you'll be happy to hear it.
Make it quick.
Actually, I broke up with my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? You mean the wealthy girlfriend?
Yes.
So, you divorced after all?
No, I wasn't married to her.
Oh.
We both wanted to get married, but her father was against it, so we ended up breaking up before we could even get married.
I see.
I'm so sad. We went on trips and did a lot of things together. I was so close to marrying her.
I'm sorry to hear that. You never met her parents, huh?
She wouldn't let me. She didn't want me to meet her parents until her father agrees. That's the reason why. I'm single now. You still like me, right?
Excuse me?
How about we give it another shot?
What?
What's the matter? Are you speechless?
No,
Well, can't blame you. It was out of the blue. No wonder you're speechless.
no, it's not that.
No worries. I understand how you feel. You don't have to answer right away. You're too happy you're speechless, huh?
Oh, God.
I'll forget about what happened back then and marry you again. The fact that you were poor is already in the past. From now on, let's get together as a couple and be successful.
As a couple?
That's right. No matter how successful you are, you'd still feel empty if you're single. But don't worry, I'll be your husband again.
No way.
Huh?
I don't want to be married to you again.
Why not?
Did you forget what you said about me? Being with me would drag you to poverty. You'll be unhappy. Don't tell me you don't remember.
Here you go again, talking about the past. I apologize for what I said back then. I was young back then, so I couldn't control myself and ended up saying some hurtful words towards you.
Huh? I never gave you a reason to lash out on me like that. You were just attacking me for your personal reasons.
I'm really sorry about that. I just couldn't get over the fact that you were living in that shabby house. I ended up convincing myself that you weren't a suitable woman for me.
If you're talking about the house I grew up in, I renovated that house. My mom is living in a new house now.
I know. That's why now I genuinely respect you. I want to support you and be there for you. This time, I'll wholeheartedly welcome you as my wife.
Welcome me? Why are you so condescending?
I mean, deep down you really want to get back together with me, right? Just be honest about it.
You haven't reflected on anything at all, have you?
I'm sorry I made fun of you back then.
It's too late to apologize now.
Don't say that. You don't have a boyfriend yet. You'll be single forever if you miss this chance.
I'm on my honeymoon right now.
Huh?
So please, stop bothering me.
Seriously? You're married?
Yes.
Why didn't you let me know?
Why do I have to? If you don't have anything else to say, I have to go.
Wait,
What?
who the hell took my girl?
I don't belong to you.
Damn it. I can't believe you remarried behind my back. I bet they only came close to you because you're the CEO, right? Otherwise, no one would think about marrying a divorced woman in her 30s like you. You're not even that pretty.
Can you please not compare him to you?
What?
My husband is a business owner too.
Seriously?
I met him through work. His company is as successful as mine. That's why we get along so well. Of course, he didn't approach me for my wealth.
Well, if you already have a husband, then I guess I have to give up. However, may I ask, would you lend me some money?
Seriously? What is up with you?
I mean, your husband is a business owner, so he has money too, right? The thing is, I'm in debt. Most of my salary goes towards paying off the debt. It's too much. I can only pay for the interests. I'm really in trouble.
Why did you borrow so much money?
Because I had to borrow money to pay your alimony. I needed money to take my girlfriend out on trips and buy her gifts. I needed it. So I ended up taking loans from everywhere I could. Before I knew it, the amount became astronomical.
I see. So you were pushing yourself to win over a wealthy young lady.
After putting in so much effort, only to end up being rejected in the end, I don't even know what was the point of doing all that.
Well, it seems like the effort was directed in the wrong direction. That's too bad.
Don't talk about it like it's someone else's problem. She played me. She made me spend all that money just to dump me. Yeah, she used me.
Well, weren't you trying to use her too? You went after her because she was rich. You two are pretty much the same. The reason you asked me to marry you again is because of my money, right?
No. I fell in love with your personality.
That's enough bullshit.
Please, trust me.
Oh, by the way, I was hesitating to tell you this, but since you've been bugging me, I guess I have no choice but to tell you.
Tell me what?
That rich girl Amber you were cheating on me with, she's actually not rich.
Huh?
Yeah, it's true that her dad owns a company, but it's a small construction family business.
What?
I think the two of you are ambitious, dressing and acting like rich people. She was probably looking for a man who would spend money on her. You two were a perfect match.
Hold up. You're kidding me, right?
I think the reason why she didn't want you to meet her parents is because she didn't want you to find out that they're not rich.
That's bullshit. How the hell do you know about her?
I'm not making things up. I hired a private investigator.
A private investigator?
Yes, you suddenly wanted to get a divorce, so I hired someone to find out who you were trying to have an affair with. If she knew you were married, I'd have to claim compensation from her too, but it seems like she thought you were single too. That means you tricked her too.
What the hell? So all that money that I spent on her, it was for nothing?
You're absolutely right.
That's messed up.
Well then, I'll excuse myself now.
Wait, can we talk?
Oh my god, are you sure you want to keep talking with me? I'm poor, right? You said it's contagious, so...
Huh? Stop with that nonsense.
Bye.
Olivia.
I don't want to hear from you. Forever.
Olivia, wait. Please, help me.
After that, Daniel persistently tried to contact me, so I blocked him on everything. Then he came to my office begging me to get back with him. Soon after, the security rushed to my office and caught him and got him reported. It seems that Daniel became quite emotionally unstable after being rejected by me and realizing he was also deceived by Amber. He caused some trouble at his work and got fired. He probably still has debts to deal with, so I assume he's working somewhere. But honestly, I don't care about him, so I don't know what happened to him after. As for me, I'm happily spending my days with a sincere and trustworthy husband. I'll continue to put in effort and do my best in whatever lies ahead.